heard about a lot of different types of surveys, but you might wonder in the day-to-day of teaching an actual course, how do real instructors take these ideas into account?
So concept inventories can be really useful because they allow you to capture over the course of a semester what the student successes and failures are. This can feed back for you both in terms of your design of the materials in the course. It can also help to focus your attention onto specific topic areas that the students are struggling with. So in general, we think of the inventories as a diagnostic tool. In other words, it's not really to separate the high-performing students from the low-performing students, but rather to give you a picture of what topics the student really struggles with. So for example, if I know that my students are struggling consistently because of their pre-post scores on a particular area of genetics, then I can try to develop some interventions for the next semester that might specifically address what I think the students' problems are.
I use research-based pre-post tests in every class where there's one available, even if it's not 100% directly aligned with the course. As long as it's close enough, I can interpret the results and ignore, for instance, questions that are on the assessment that maybe I didn't feel were part of my course. What I like about giving a pre-post assessment, there's many virtues. One is it's kind of an anchor. I teach these courses semester after semester, and I would really like to be able to compare when I start making changes. I would like to be able to see what the impact was. Sometimes I implement some new strategy about a specific topic, and then you can look at the questions on the assessment related to that topic and see if they changed in a different way than the others. It really can be used in a lot of ways more subtle than just what was my score. The score can be useful if, for instance, like at an institution like ours, where lots of different people teach the same course, and sometimes, say, a junior faculty member teaches a course for the first time, having this score allows them to see the improvement that almost inevitably happens when you come back and teach a course a second time. It's a nice, concrete, simple thing that faculty value. But for me, I think mostly I like to look at student performance on specific questions and ask myself, am I satisfied with this outcome? This is a test that has been designed. Usually these assessments are designed so that when a faculty member looks at it, we roll our eyes and go, for crying out loud, of course my students can do that. And so whenever they can't, it's a bit of a shock. It's kind of a slap in the face. But it's a good one. It's a healthy slap in the face. A little cold water. And I think, all right, so the students are not really improving, or they're not doing as well as I liked. So what can we do about that? And often that will lead me to look into the literature or make some changes or try something new to see if we can do better.